So we start with this, which is basically what I would consider the core of Secret Mage. I decided to do this deck because it's probably the most popular deck, especially at lower ranks on ladder right now. Very cheap to make with Aldeneth being the only legendary, so that's a pretty important part about it. Some of you guys might have got this for free as your free weapon in Kobolds and Catacombs. Otherwise, it's just 1600 dust, and then most of the deck is just like commons and rares, which is pretty nice. Literally just commons and rares, yeah. So I think these 26 cards are pretty core, and then the last 4 you have to choose yourself which you prefer to run. What's pretty common is just like double Forgotten Torch, another Flame Ward, and a random Secret usually. And that's honestly usually pretty fine. I see a lot of people playing Duplicates. I see some people even running Arcane Intellect, which I don't think is that good, but they do it. Entity is pretty normal too. Same with like Block, that kind of stuff. Myself, I don't even know if I'm really too interested in running Torch. Also, people like Stargaze or Luna a lot. For the most like basic deck that you guys would probably be playing with, I'm not going to play Luna. I actually don't think she's very good in the deck at all, but I'm not going to play her. I think maybe I'll just play like an Entity or maybe even like a Polybore. Polybore could be cool. Yeah, you could do a Polybore. I think that's fine. So that's what I'm using, but I think the 26 core cards are the most important ones, and then the 4 other are kind of irrelevant in ones that you can kind of just choose yourself. It's not that they're irrelevant, they kind of matter based on what you're seeing. Like, say you're queuing into a lot of Warlock, Polybore is good because you can Polybore, like, I don't know, a Void Lord. Assuming it's like Big Priest, stuff like that. Or this can just be reached to win you the game. Maybe like Entity is good in the matchups you're playing, or you're playing against like OTK decks and Icebox, obviously pretty good. That kind of stuff. So they all have like different kind of value that they bring to the table and reasons why you would run them in different decks, but this is what I'm choosing to play with. I don't think it matters too much. Double Flame Ward's like, it's not bad. It's just good if you're playing against a lot of aggro, which is fine. And the rest of the stuff is looking pretty good. Activision owns Blizzard. So, yeah. I feel like the Activision CEOs are probably just sitting in their fucking offices just laughing right now. With all the kind of bad flack Blizzard's getting. And, like, all the employees of Blizzard want nothing to do with it. They're just, like, people who like to play video games, right? And, they're getting all the shit for it. When, yeah, the rich guys at Activision, the billionaires, are just laughing. Probably keep the Flak Mage and Aldeneth. Maybe Aldeneth is too greedy against Mech Paladin. It probably is. Flak Mage isn't even really that good either. It's kind of weird not keeping that. I think it's too greedy there. This is a bad matchup. What did I order? Just a McDouble and a McChicken. Or a Junior Chicken, sorry. I really regretted it too. I felt quite bad after. Coins, Mech Warper, Current Street Outfitter, okay. I'm kind of limited on time today. Maybe I just concede these matchups, to be honest. But not a big gulp. There isn't really a 7-11 close to me, to be honest. So I have Counterspell, which can counterspell... oh, I get Crintor too. That's actually pretty good. So we definitely do this, and we actually have a shot now. And we do trade the Mech Warper every time. The reason why this is so good is because of Crystology and Divine Favor. Specifically Crystology. But being able to hit that is super big. Because they generally need it to do well. Okay, so Smuggler's Run gets hit too. That's fine. That's a 3-4. That's okay. I get Mysteries, play a Secret, and this would be 2 mana. That seems pretty good. That's really good. So we do that, play this, do this, and trade. You always have to trade the mechs because this is like a magnetized deck, right? Otherwise the Explosive Runes never works. Is this, can't beat them, so join them Secret Mage stream? No. I'm trying to do Wild Basics again on YouTube, so we did that yesterday with Odd Rogue and did really well with that. So I'm trying to do it again today with this list. That's basically it. I still trade even though we play the Flame Ward. I just don't want him to know what I have. He might still just go face here. And I also need to set up the Cloud Prince being good. So yesterday we did Odd Rogue, which went really well, so I figured today I'd do Secret Mage. I feel like there's a lot of people who play Wild who want to get rank 5 but don't know how. So I'm trying to help those guys because... well, some of them need help playing Secret Mage, so we're helping them. It is a good deck, yeah. It is a good deck for sure. Just snap my fingers, yeah, dude. Just snap the fingers. Okay, I dig it. So he takes some damage. He's definitely out of cards. Just play Cabal Lackey and Fireball the 5/4. Keep the 5/3 on board. We might just have to play this as a 4/4 next turn, which really isn't very good. Why no Ice Block? I talked about it at the beginning of the stream. I think there's 26 core cards in the Secret Mage, and I just didn't choose to run Ice Block as one of the leftover ones. I think Ice Block's only really good for like very specific scenarios, and it's not like a very good card in general. I think it's like a pretty specific card, and I don't really like cards that are like that a lot of the time. Probably ping there, so I go face, so he doesn't trade the 5/4. This kills my 5/3, that's fine. I have 8 + 4, so I'm 3 off lethal. No, I snapped my fingers joking around. I am going out pretty soon, so I'm not streaming too long today. And even if I was, dude, I actually feel terrible right now. I'm not gonna lie. After eating what I ate today, I legitimately feel like horse shit. So we have 9+. Dude, we're 1 off lethal. Can he kill us next turn? So if he has War Gear, War Gear is the best card he could play. War Gear, double Replicating Menace. I mean, I think we just like Polybore and go all face, right? We set up lethal. He could Zilliax, that's it, right? Zilliax would be the only card that he would have that would beat us. And he'll never have Zilliax. It's never right to play around it, right? You set it up. Because we don't die, so we should be fine. Good game. Okay. That's a bad matchup too. I think like the counterspell is really good into the run though.
You asked for it.
My going out tank top. Warlock. We killed him sometimes. If he's not very good at Snap, we can win pretty easily. I think Valet and Mason. I mean, maybe not even Valet is fine. Mysteries is definitely very good though. I think Valet is probably fine. Just because like you couple the Valet with the Mysteries and then it's just sort of good. Okay. There was a... Oh, there's actually a Blizzard response? Really? Shit. This is fucking juicy. Okay. We absolutely are, and I will explain. Okay. Oh, that's fucking good, dude. Holy. Oh my god, dude. Okay, well, I had a different one as a title. Don't you guys have cell phones? New stream title for today, boys. Man, this Wild Basics video's kind of been derailed, huh? You still got coins, so the counterspell's not that good right now. I think we just play Arcanologist. Oh my god, dude. I don't even need to read anymore. Man. Oh, that is good. Oh, dude, holy fuck. We can counterspell Ping and Valet, because he did coin now. It also looks like he's not playing one of the Snip Snap decks with the Sun Demons. Sorry for the little bit of a derail from the basic stuff. Just like an announcement regarding the whole like Blitzchung situation. If you guys aren't aware, there's a player who's from China, lives in Hong Kong, who is standing up for like basically freedom of speech and talking about what's going on in his country. And he got banned and all of his prize money taken away. And the caster's casting got permabanned from all Blizzard events. There's been a little bit of uproar about that, even from people outside of gaming communities. So it's been kind of relevant for the past little bit, so I just thought that I would check that out. Okay, so we see a Void Caller. I don't want to play anything too big to trigger that. I don't have my Polybore. That's a really solid answer to it, but we don't have that yet. Maybe we just do this again, and then play another secret. Depending on what we get, obviously. Not the biggest fan of Flame Ward, to be honest here. It's just not that great. I'd rather probably just Torch and go face. I think it's a lot better. Just get the Torch in. We probably play all in at next turn and go from there.
Unity, precision, perfection.
Get a Science Man card. Is it ever right to, like, not all enough? Use a 20. We probably burn him out from 20 most of the time. That's fine. The problem is, like, the secrets are a little bit hard to play, but, like, they only get easier to play if we draw, because we'll hit, like, one of our 2 lackeys or one of our 2 Corinth or Mages, and then we'll be able to dump a bunch of cards at once. Hemet. Okay, so he's Mecha'thun. That's fine. So we don't really get minion damage anymore. We have to go over the top now. Not the best for sure, but that's okay. So this will always get him a 9 drop, by the way. So maybe we just dump the runners this turn. I probably want a Torch, actually. We could, like, Torch. We could do this, play both of these as well. That would be, like, the best play hand size-wise. Which is probably okay. It's not like the 9 drops are going to kill us either, right? Flame Ward runes, do that, do that. So hand size-wise, this is okay. Also, if he gets a Void Lord and doesn't trade the 5/5s, what we can do is trade into the Void Lord, then play another Flame Ward. That's potentially a play here as well. Because then the 1/3s are cleared. Kind of sucks we pick up Current Storm Mage to turn after I play the secrets, but that's fine. Perfectly okay. Okay, so it was really good that we got 4 with that. He may just have Solarium though. I could draw a Polybore here as well. That would be really good, actually. So one of the reasons why we have it in the deck is just to play around Void Lords like this. Super good. Okay, he does that. Draw some cards. So he should have combo next turn. I don't think I get him from 16 here, unless I get Polybore. Even if we get Polybore, we're close, but not there, right? He actually, no, he has to play Thorson, right? I'm pretty sure that they need a turn of playing Thorson, if I remember correctly. I can only play 1 secret here with Flak Mage, so I can't clear all the 1/3s. So he has no mana to do it, because he hasn't dumped his hand for Plague of Flames. Like, that's not a thing with this deck. He plays the Cataclysm combo, I believe. I also still have Counterspell up, which really screws them, so we should be okay, actually. That being said, I don't have... I mean, we shouldn't worry about him killing us, right? We should kill him. That's how this should work. Every time. We should just go face and kill him. So we should be doing stuff like this. And then developing the Flame Wards so the 6/3 never trades. And then we can trade these. Maybe that's better for him with Gul'dan, I guess, if I traded that. Still probably fine, though. I don't think it really matters that much at this point. So, double Roaring Torch, Cloud Prince. He also fatigues for 1 next turn, which is relevant as well. He will Reno now? Does the Mecha'thun... I guess the Mecha'thun version would play Reno, right? That would make sense. That they could get away with that. Because they would just play Hemet and then it should be active, right? So he clears, he plays Gul'dan. I have 12 with the torches. I have 1 natural drum. 1 mana off lethal here is the problem for us at the moment. Cards that would win us a game are basically just like a fireball draw, so 2 to 9. Okay, he plays Reno, that's fine. Reno Galvanizer again. Okay, so he has lethal now. He fatigues for 1. Yeah, I lose. Because he, whatchamacallits, actually, you're right, he does have 8 mana, that's crazy. This game is so fast. So we do just lose then, right? Because he just goes Mecha'thun, Blood Bloom. Actually, no, because we have Counterspell up, so we don't lose yet. Okay, that's fine. So I should just send stuff face then, if that's the case. Yes, we should just go face with our things. Maximize the amount of damage that we do here. Overdraw if I do that. I still overdraw if I just play this too though, but that's still fine. This deck doesn't have reach, so he has to... He doesn't even have a demon up to play, Shit, I didn't draw the fireball, that's bad. That was really bad, we were supposed to draw fireballs there. It's okay though. So he plays Thorson now, trades a little bit, and we win. Okay. Dude, I wasn't even looking at mana. I just completely assumed that this game was like past turn 10. But like, I played all in us, so I drew basically my entire deck, and he played Hemet. So we both got like really, really good pan outs. It's actually kind of funny. He needs to play a spell to trigger my counter spell, then I solve the second one, so I mean... We're kind of just fine. This is like, if you want to play Secret Mage, this is one of the reasons to do it. It's just this card here. It's so broken. No other class has anything like it. It's just, I don't know. It's so frustrating to play around. Because best way of doing it would be Sacrificial Pact, but he doesn't even have anything to sack pack right now. So it's just a little bit weird. He might not even have, like, spells left. Like, he could have, like, Defiles, but he played Hemet, right? So unless, like, the Defile is one of those two cards, he just doesn't get to play around it ever. And I don't think the Hemet was, like, necessarily bad. Because he got Reno with it, but I just don't think that he could beat Counterspell this game. Which probably happens a lot. GG. A little bit messy of a game, and one that wasn't really completely focused on Hearthstone. So sorry about that. Or Mech Paladin. Between the two, which one I would pick, I don't think it really matters that much. I think both are strong. In the mirrors, he's got coins, so Counterspell's not going to be good. Keep a Science Man card. Fireball's terrible. Flock Mage is also pretty bad. I wonder what the best cards in the mirror are. Probably like Krintor Mage, Scientist, Cabal Crystal Runner for sure. Maybe even like Cloud Prince, because like it develops while removing. Okay, this is a really bad hand so far. It's not one you look to win too much with. No, Cloud Prince is definitely core. I don't think Forgotten Torch is core, and I don't think the second Flame Ward is core. Everything else I think should stay in the deck no matter what you're doing with it. Okay, so we have to spend our turn 3 hero powering probably, which is really bad. I could just like kill whatever he develops too, I guess. It's probably okay. But mana wise, this is not good for us so far. Hey, shoot, Houdini. So you trigger a secret. It's kind of like a go face hands. I don't really have anything else that does anything here. Which probably sounds pretty funny, but I mean, if you look at like what we have, I mean, I'm never winning on board. Ever. I drew double Fireball. He's like 2 cards up on me right now. Plays a Counterspell. Explosive Runes, okay. So we don't have a secret now for the Fireball. I can go Flock Mage Flame Ward. But that's not that good. Still probably fine, just clears up. We test for his Flame Ward, do 3 more damage. If we do 3 damage, then we're only 5 off with the damage we have in hand, which is pretty good. Mirrors look so rough. I mean, like, that's most decks, right? If you're behind in a mirror, you're probably just gonna lose. I don't know. I don't think they're, like, too skill intensive. Just the way that they go. His secrets definitely aren't getting great value right now, though, I'll tell you that. Explosive Runes is fine. So you can trigger his Counterspell here, I could just Valet Ping. I think Valet Ping's probably stronger. We're kind of in a decent spot now, I'd say. I have this to test his Counterspell, I do 2 with this, and then I have Cloud Prince and Fireball. Which is nice. He doesn't trigger Flame Ward, so this always goes off next turn. It's basically up to whether or not he runs Ice Block. And maybe it's dupe. It could be dupe sometimes. I don't think that it is very often, but it's possible. Tested Flame Ward already. Put him at 4 so we can torch. Torch won't work. I mean, we usually win these now. That's one of the cool things is when you have hands like that where you just have to burn them out. It's a little bit different than how you would normally play, which is a lot more board based. Okay, more secrets, cool. So we can test explosive with that. Do I even want to play minions at this point, actually? Maybe I don't even want to play minions. I probably don't even want to play minions, actually, at this point. Counterspell, go face, and then torch. So we're just putting him at 1. That's all we're doing here. Good stuff, GG. Yeah, I probably should have lost that, but we played our own counterspell well, so that's why we won. Like the even like all of the fucking meme decks I've been playing have been good. I made like a Reno Egg Hunter and this deck slapped. I had a 60% win rate with this. I don't even remember what deck this was, but it was good. Reno Cube, I think, or something. Reno Cube is really good. We played like Tog Druid, more Egg Hunter. Even like Wild Reno Face Shaman was good. And then I played Odd Rogue yesterday with like completely bad budget cards and just clowned everyone. It was great. Let's play the mysteries and then just draw Flame Ward. It's kind of the idea. This is a good hand on coin. Really good hand on coin, actually. Because you have 2 secrets, this is 2 mana. You coin the Arcano Girl. Flame Ward, okay. So he's playing Mech Paladin, so if we do this for runes, we're in a good spot. It's funny because he would have lost anyways if that was Ice Block and he didn't pop it. I mean, if I drew the cards, he would have lost, yeah. Ancient Mysteries. Do I play Ancient Mysteries? I could ping trade too. Ping trade's like not terrible. I think ping trade fits the curve more. It also plays around like magnetic effects, which I think is pretty relevant. Counterspell. What's counterspell? I don't know. So this guy's figured out how to play muster for battle in the Mech Aggro Paladin deck. That's a problem. I will tell you that. That is most certainly a problem. So I'm going to play Flame Ward. He's not going to play around it. He'll just go face. They never trade this. They never ever trade it. Right? Nah, dude, there's no way he trades it here. Why is he trading? Is this like some non-Mech Aggro Paladin deck or what? I'm confused. Okay, so he doesn't trigger it. Like, yeah, I'd probably ping Valet actually. Keeping the Flame Ward up seems good. Ping Valet, man. And I'd probably just start doinking in the head next turn, right? Cloud Prince on curve is just good. I don't think too many of you guys would remember this, but... Oh, okay, he's playing the Anifin Paladin deck, okay. So, I mean, I just go over the top now, I don't really play into that, right? Yep, that's just that. One of the first decks that I got like pretty good at in Hearthstone when I was like streaming was a Tempo Mage deck that I put Ice Blocks in, and a Yogg. It was like a pretty popular deck in China, and like nobody played it in North America. So I started jamming that stuff, and it was really, really dope. I played it. It had like Kabbalist Tome, and I remember like, I think my first Trollden clip, I played Kabbalist Tome, and I got 3 Pyroblasts off of it. And then we won the game that way. It's pretty cool. That's some control the board lore for you guys. Oh wow, look at this guy. Fancy guy, man. Fancy guy. Wow. Fancy, fancy. Swing mysteries. King trade. Good stuff. Black Mage is really broken. So this is 2 mana. I wonder what my next turn looks like. I probably LNF the turn after next. I probably don't LNF next turn because like my hand is really good quality wise right now. I think it's usually better to exhaust yourself of resources first and then LNF. Okay, Miniman, swing there. He keeps a 4-2 up. That's fine. That's probably the right trade. We draw counter spells. This is 0 mana. GG. Pretty normal. Average game. Flak Mage is insane. The new cards they added to this deck are just so stupid, dude. Arcane Flak Mage, Ancient Mysteries, and Flame Ward all in one expansion is just like... It's crazy. It's unheard of. I don't really want Flame Ward against this deck. I'm going to keep the Lackey though. I think it's good enough. The mana cheat aspect's just strong enough. So we probably like coin Arcanologist, play Scientist, go Lackey spell, and then like whatever we draw to play with it. Library Boy's fine. Mystery Man card. Maybe it's actually better to like have the Scientist die. Because then like he has a really easy Defile, right? It's probably correct for me still not to trade here, even though it's just like lined up so nicely. Trade Defile, that's fine. Defile is like a good card for him to trigger counterspell with. Fuck, we got counterspell. It's not very good. So we play Mysteries. Flame Ward's also really bad here. I mean, we have all enough, right? Just play the Lackey pass. Could see them changing Mysteries to only give cost reduction for that turn. I don't think you're going to nerf this deck. I don't think it really needs to be nerfed either. It's just like a strong, pretty basic budget deck for a lot of people. Is my play just Fireball Face? I am playing an Explosive Runes and pinging otherwise most of the time. Or passing. So I guess I just Fireball his face. It's not going anywhere else realistically, right? Mana efficient play. I like to see like maybe like if anything's nerfed, maybe like Mech Warper be changed a little bit. That's basically it though. Play the 3 mana runes. It's fine. Mech Warper changed to like making minions not be able to cost less than 0 would be an okay change. Okay, so it's not Sim Snap then. Okay, that's a good outcome for us though. We play the Aluneth and another Explosive Runes now. He should not be able to tell that that's going to be the Explosive Runes number 2 though and play around it accordingly. So if this is a... Sorry, it's not a Reno deck because of that, but maybe like Mecha'thun maybe or something. Coil, like it's a 9-drop, that's fine. Sack Pack, Counterspell. Cool. Sense Demons maybe? Second Sack Pack, okay. Heal for 5. 9-drop, boom. Okay. We don't really look for minion damage anymore, I don't think. Taps. We just try to go over the top and do the best that we can in that sense.
I'm late.
10. I don't have Fireballs, I have 2 Cloud Princes, Forgotten Torch, Roaring Torch, and 1 more Ballet. So as you guys can probably tell, Aluneth seems to be like one of the best cards on the deck that just kind of enables everything to happen. Which is definitely true. There's nothing wrong about that. It's just the case. So we just do that, we ping, we go face. Get some max amount of damage in, we're good to go. We draw Polybore, which is a card that's kind of tacked in for this matchup for Void Lord. It's also just good in general to like polymorph big minions. I think it's just like a good strong card that's unexpected a lot from Secret Mage. I'm always like a pretty big fan of it because it's like it's one of the few cards in this game that I find is truly very flexible. There's not a lot of cards that you can say are like very good in like a lot of different situations, but Polybore is good for like reach for lethal, removing a minion for lethal, just removing one big threat, developing your own threat, maybe like changing like a 2-1 into a 4-2, I don't know. It's just like a pretty interesting card, I find. GG. That was dope.